Hello and welcome. You are watching the first video in a series of videos about my experience at FNCE, or the Food and Nutrition Conference and Exposition of 2022, which was held in Orlando, Florida this year. As you probably can tell, I am now back from FNCE. I had a great time. I want to share with you a few items that, should you go to FNCE in the future, I would recommend you bring. These aren't by any means an exclusive list of the things you should bring, just some staple items I thought would be good to mention. So the first one is a crossbody bag. And the reason why I recommend a crossbody bag instead of, a backpack or a really big purse is that you're going to be walking a lot, and everything that you really need should be able to fit in this kind of size of a bag. And it's just really handy. You can keep, tissues, hand sanitizer, your wallet, your ID, your phone, all sorts of things in here. And it's super easy to carry around because, well, it's hands-free. So definitely recommend a crossbody bag. And the next thing is snacks. Pack lots of snacks. I just brought this Kind bar as an example. I packed Kind bars, I packed Annie's fruit snacks, and I packed some little individually wrapped trail mixes. If you go to the expo hall at the beginning of FNCE, you may be able to just pick up a bunch of samples there, and those can be your snacks throughout the week. But if you want to bring your own, then definitely make sure to pack that, because FNCE days are long days and you're gonna be hungry. The next thing is a reusable water bottle. FNCE is always held at a big convention center, so they always have drinking fountains, and in my experience, they have water bottle fountains or filling stations, whatever you call them nowadays. So this is great to have. You'll never go thirsty, and when you're in a session that's an hour and a half long, maybe even 2 hours long, this is definitely great to have. Or if you're walking to and from the convention center and it's hot outside. I love my water, I need it with me at all times, and so I do recommend bringing a reusable water bottle. My last thing are some tennis shoes, and I mean comfortable. Make sure they're comfortable, especially if you are doing extra walking, not just at FNCE, but maybe going to the convention center, coming back, walking to restaurants to get food, whatever you're doing. I think it's really important to have a comfortable pair of shoes. And I actually have a memory foam insoles in mine that I got from, I think, Walmart. So anything you can do to make sure that your feet are comfortable. With all of that said, I'm gonna take you back to 2 days before I flew to Orlando, Florida. Let's take a look. This is my lunchbox. It has horses on it, and it is insulated. And I think this is gonna fit my snacks really well and it's gonna function kind of like a storage cube in my suitcase, and it may also keep the temperatures stable since I'm going to be in a cold environment on the airplane, and then it's going to be hot in Florida. But I've got my trail mix snacks here, my fruit snacks, and my protein bars. So I'm going to put all of this, just 8 of each, in here for my snacks on my trip. In this time lapse, I am packing 8 of each snack into my lunchbox, and I'm trying to organize them in a way that makes the most sense. I've got my Vaseline and an empty container here because I use this on my face and neck at night, but I'm planning on bringing my suitcase on as a carry-on, and as you can see, this is 7.5 ounces. It's probably only like halfway maybe used, so it's definitely over 3 ounces. So I'm going to be transferring Vaseline from here to here. This time lapse is of me transferring my Vaseline to a travel-sized container. Here there are a variety of things for FNCE on my bed that I am packing in my suitcase. These include things like clothing, socks, and hair accessories. Now I am folding each shirt one by one and organizing them in my suitcase file style so that when I look in, I can see every shirt that I packed. I just finished doing some laundry, so I'm gonna fold these and then put them in my suitcase. Here is an overhead view of my suitcase where you can see me pack my last minute clothing in it. I'm bringing this crossbody bag to FNCE. See my little E. coli on it. And I want to put this is it's like a little tote bag that's really easy to wipe down. That's going to go in it for when I get snacks at the expo hall, you know, those little samples. I'm also going to be putting this reusable mask in one of the pockets just in case we need them at the convention center. I haven't heard that we do, but you know, just in case. I'm just not going to do it right now because it's, you know, I washed it this morning and it's still drying, but that's what's going to go in my bag, and then I'm going to put it in my suitcase. To finish off packing, I am closing the Ziploc bag of my toiletries and packing my shoes and jewelry. I made it to the hotel. I arrived around 11:35 p.m. Eastern time last night. Clearly it's the next day. And yeah, I mean, I made it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to keep up with my FNCE activities or just connect with me on a different platform, feel free to follow me on Instagram at moniqueava.nutrition. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye! Coming up in the next video. So I have my sunglasses, it's very sunny outside. This jean jacket that my grandma actually got me. This I'm not gonna wear until I get to the convention center just for my safety. But I guess I'm a little weary just because people are coming from all around the country.